one thing I have learned in my life, like God might give you a vision, and sometimes it's not even clear, like you don't know the destination, you just know like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And at times that vision, wewe uko nayo, but you're thinking it's now, but maybe he needs to take you through a class and train you up. You had to even involve police. Mi mambo nimepelekesha wazazi wangu, aki my God. And so I saw like people do makeup. Like makeup is a whole process. Like you guys can't even get how excited I got. I got so excited. Welcome to episode 2 of This Is Me. I am your host, Veronica, but you can call me V. On today's episode, I'm gonna be taking you guys through my journey of how I got into the beauty industry. Juices, here we go. I don't know how intro will be by the
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah. Sasa, if you know me, my sisters know me, and maybe some of my friends from way back, I am born and raised in Longonot. Watu wa Mount Longonot, mkienda hike kwetu tu ni hapo karibu, by the way. Yeah, and so, born and raised there, I never grew up knowing makeup. My mom was never a makeup person. She has actually had her makeup done first time by me. And so I didn't know anything about makeup. And I grew up, nikakuja nikaenda MKU. After high school, did my diploma, and then after that, I decided that mimi nataka kuanza biashara. Mimi ni mwana biashara kwa roho yangu, in my heart of hearts. Strong, sisi ni entrepreneur. And I don't know why, because even then, it's not like I knew what business is, but maybe it's because I grew up with my mother who had a shop, and so I just thought like, business is easy peasy. Yeah, and so I remember in that time now after campus, I was like 19. I told my dad, I want you to help me with some cash, ni eke my first business. And so at 19, I started a small business, hapo Roasters. Mnajua Roasters, watu wa Thika Road, Roasters, hapo kwenye kuna containers, ukienda Kenya Breweries hapo. So that's where I first put my first ever business. And it was a fruit salad, and also nilikuwa napikia watu tu chakula. Because my market target was watu wa Kenya Breweries, wakitoka lunch, and especially because there are so many workers there, at least wanaweza kuja na wapikie ka lunch, ka affordable, and then they go back to working. But kiliniramba. Sema kurambwa. Okay, I don't know if I'm even a good storyteller, but this story, I feel like some of the people, I think it's just funny, because even looking back now, that is like 11 years back, maybe 12 years back now. You're doing the maths, umeona miaka zangu. So going back, like looking back, it was God preparing me. But even then, I didn't have an understanding of where he was taking me. I didn't even know God was taking me. I just knew I'm just ambitious. And so nikaeka my first hotel. And then boyfriend drama happened, and even ndivyo nilifunganga hotel. Now also in that drama of boyfriend tendai me, also the employee I had, acha nisimseme jina, but nilimsamehea sahi. By this sahi, I have forgiven anyone who has hurt me before. Alieka the same business next to the next container. Nakuja Monday napata pia alianza yake. Shock on me. Yeah, but guys, if I survived that, you can survive anything. But I remember that time, that period of my life was very hard, very, very hard, because I remember now I had to move places. Also, the boyfriend drama was just too much. We had to even involve police. Mi mambo nimepelekesha wazazi wangu, aki my God. Again, sorry for another day, because I think we would sit here and hopefully nimeheal, ndio nisianza kulia. Yeah, but it was a very bad breakup. Imagine at 19, ati hadi mnapelekana polisi. Like, am I the drama? Yeah, but so I had to move all the way to Ngong Road. At this point, I was hosting my sister as well. She was on long holiday. And life wasn't easy, guys. I won't even lie. I remember there are days I would wake up and cry and then go back to sleep. And so that period happened. And at this point, I was just so tired. I was so tired because like I'm very ambitious. So hiyo time nilikuwa najua mimi nikiingia hii mambo za biashara, by 30 I'm a millionaire, I'm retired, I'm living my best life. And then everything crumbled. And so each time nalia, naamka nalia. Then Facebook was new also. I think I had like 500 followers or wanaitwa aje? Friends. So I started DMing almost everyone. Maybe hata wako wamefika 500 because I just drafted a message and I was sending everyone. And so one of the guys, thank you so much Jarvis, if you ever get to see this video, asante sana, uliniokolea. So I'm DMing everyone, you know, also like some people will just start conversations. I can't even remember like the whole situation, but I remember from that kujituma, someone reached out and akaniambia there's a company imeanza hapa Westi, I can go drop my CV, and if I'm taken, then good. If not, at least we tried. And so that's how I met Jarvis. And so we met hapo somewhere in Ngong Road, and then tukakujanisha kwa zata alikuwa anaishi hizo sites, tukakuja Westi. My boss akaniambia tu, yeah, you're hired, do for 2 weeks and then we can sit down. And so ilikuwa kaka probation ka 2 weeks on if I'm able to do, because it also involved some field work. So basically the first company I ever worked for was called Easy Taxi. It was basically an Uber. Yeah, it was actually the first, ama the second. I think Mara Moja was the first. This is not an ad, guys. Hapo ndipo influencers wanasemanga hivyo. This is not an ad, guys. This is my life. Yeah, so at this point nika join Easy Taxi. And so nikaanza job. So it was a lot of field work because people were not yet familiar with the digital taxi era thingy. So you had to convince the drivers to join, and also we were convincing guys to also like download the app and request their Ubers via phone. And so that started, and I really thank God, because like one thing I have learned in my life, like God might give you a vision, and sometimes it's not even clear, like you don't know the destination, you just know like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And at times that vision wewe uko nayo, but you're thinking it's now, but maybe he needs to take you through a class and train you up, because in that training, yes, there is pain in that training. There is feeling like hauna control, feeling like your life is over, feeling like haujui why you are here, and a lot of questioning. But I feel in why it not for me going through that, maybe sai singekuwa hapa. And so this is to encourage someone, a 19-year-old, a 20-year-old, even a 25 or 30-year-old out there, where you feel like this is where maybe I should be, and then you start, and then it crumbles, and then you're left feeling like, but did God say? Unajua venye shetani anakujanga, venye aliendea Eve alimwambia, but did God say? So like we need to be woke, we need to know that in life, this life is an experience. So it's a Christian journey, it's an experience. And so in an experience, there's highs, lows, and all the in-betweeners. So make sure that if you're there right now, don't give up. Like try new things. You can even try something. Mungu amekwambia biashara ndio yako, but you can try employment. And maybe in that employment, God will raise you, will train you, so that by the time he's giving you your own thing, you have learned some skills zenye zitakusaidia kupush on your own business. So I was in corporate for like 5-6 years hapo. And so Easy Taxi, I got my firstborn Darrell, and when I was on maternity leave, kampuni ikafunga. And so again, it's like unajua zile sometimes you feel like life inakuonjesha. Now for me, I was starting to settle, like maybe this is my life, maybe biashara was never meant to be a thing that I was supposed to do. And I was starting to kind of get comfortable, because I liked my boss, I liked my work, I like it was a good company. But it shut down when I was on my maternity leave. And again, we start the question of like, did God really say? Is this the end of my life and all? And so at this point, I remember we were compensated. Thank God for the bosses. So we had like a good compensation. I think that was one of the large amount of money I ever held at that time, because salo inaingia in bits and then inaingianga kama umetumia, so hata savings hazijawahi fika hiyo level. And so again, when I got what is it, hiyo sasa compensation money, I thought of a business because employment sasa imefail. Now we go back to the drawing board. And I remember your time sasa thinking like what business can I open, because it was like 200 and something K. And so I was like, what business can I open with this amount? And so at that point I decided to open a movie shop. Again, in this time, a guy who had a movie shop that was working and we knew each other, he advises. And because mimi again at this point pia sikuwa na feel ni kama nimeshika, in as much as I'm called into business, I didn't know which business. Make sense? So I'm just trying to figure out. And so at this point we open a movie shop. Now at this point at least I'm not alone, my husband is there. But by the time we are deciding to open a movie shop, I also get another offer, job offer, and now I had again to go back to 8 to 5. And so now the movie business, we leave it under someone who again crumbled the whole thing. And at this point I was just so tired because I used to feel hiyo pesa hata ningekula ama ningeisave ama ningefanyia tu kitu ingine yenye ingekuwa helpful. But again, we live and learn. Sasa nimeheal pia hiyo nimeheal, but hizo vitu yani zimenitake years kuheal guy. And so now here I am, I go to an NGO, and in the NGO I get the position of what? Operations manager. Operations what? Me in campus I did business management, and hiyo ilikuwa inanipea encouragement because nilikuwa nasema at least I can manage my own business. Sasa niko hapa nafanya title ya something that I don't even know. And at this point I remember they had to send some Indians for 2 weeks ndio nipelekwe through the system, because we were using a system inaitwa Salesforce. So I needed to know how to use the system so that I can be good at operations. Unajua hautaki operations zianguke, usiangushe kampuni. And so again, for this point now, I'm in this business. I'm a new mom as well. You guys, if you're a mother, you already know. Once you get a baby, it's also like your rebirth. It's like you're trying to figure out your life again. At this point, I have a husband, I have a child. So I'm just like figuring V now, not just as V as a 19-year-old, V as a mother, V as a wife. Like there's just so much happening in my life. And now here again I am, V as an operations manager. Like it was too much, guys. And so I remember at this point, I started questioning. And then for me, how my brain works, by the way, I'm a very strong choleric. So sometimes my brain wants challenge, inataka kujua. And then I also like thrive in purpose. Like, why am I doing the thing that I'm doing? And I know it's crazy because we are all out here figuring, why am I here? Like, we are all trying to figure out purpose. But I feel even purpose can be lived out in portions. In wherever you are, if you're employed, you can still have a purpose that you're serving there. And it doesn't mean ukitoka, sasa wewe userve purpose. God will give you a purpose in the next and in the next thing. And pia kunaweza kuwa na your lifelong purpose. So like even me, it's a topic that I'm still like figuring out. And so now when I was in this new job at an NGO, that's when I started like praying. This time I'm not even very strong in like spiritual matters, but I also remember this is the year 2017. So at this time as well, I had lost my best friend, Kate. May her soul continue resting in peace. And so we lost her in April, and I think also that like just kind of messed my brain somehow, because it's like now we are here, then we die, then what? So at this point I started feeling like I don't want to be in a job that I don't like. I don't want to do things that I don't even enjoy doing. And I remember this time praying and telling God, because remember I have a wound from 2 employees who have made my business fail. And even that time I don't think I was blaming them much. I was blaming, now for the movie shop, I was blaming my husband, hi Sam. And then for the other one, I was just blaming like I was young and naive and I didn't know better. And then at this point, I'm scared. So, because what I think Miles Monroe says, like experiences, they say it's the best teacher, but it's the worst teacher. Because what you do now, as a 19-year-old, I didn't care for life. Like I just wanted to do, this is the dream, let's do it. This is what I want to do, let's go. But now as you grow up, as you get experiences, you start picking up fear. Because of failure, you start feeling like, what if I fail? You see, but before then, because you didn't have experience, it's like, wewe uko tu, it's a clean slate, you are just like we can do it. So at this point niko na fears, what if I start and fail? At this point niko na fear, yeah, I don't want to employ someone, I want something that I can do. And those were my specific prayers. And right now looking back, it's like God has always directed me. It's just that time I didn't think of it as, you know, I'm like spiritual aware, I'm awake, I'm walking the things of the spirit. And now it's like that time I used to say I want a business that I can do it myself. I didn't want to hire anyone. And then I needed it to be something that I'm passionate about, you know, like I didn't want it to just be for money. I wanted it to still be something that I can be happy to wake up every day and do. And sure, the Lord answered. So me by 2017, YouTube was not even a thing that much in Kenya. Okay, maybe it was, maybe I was just backward again. Remember? Longo note. So mimi sikuwa najua mambo za YouTube sana. And so at this point, I'm just like, niko kwa ofisi, ka lunch hour pale, hapa kule, tuko na free wifi. Me, I get off my lunch hour, I come back, and I go to YouTube. Me, I knew YouTube is for music. If you are together, please comment down below. Uniambie tuko pamoja. This is me raw. And in 2017. And so mi naenda kusikiza music, and then I see like a vlog. So this girl, she's doing like makeup. And now when you open one video, sa inaanza kukusuggestia. And so I saw like people do makeup. Like makeup is a whole process. Like you guys can't even get how excited I got. I got so excited because like me I think nimeona tu hizo pictures za blush, like you excessive blush and funny eyebrows and lipstick. Kila mtu anajua lipstick because hata grow up, that was the warning point. Watu wa Mungu hakuna mdomo nyekundu, si ndio? For the girlies, if you know, you know. And so for me, I knew makeup wasn't like something to like be excited about. And then here I am, I'm seeing a video of people training people and showing people how to do all these processes, and I was like just wow. I was just like a small girl. Like I was just like a little girl in a candy shop, and there are all these options, and I started seeing all these people doing vlogs and doing tutorials, and I was so jazzed. And so it's like that sparked something, and that's why I say it's a God answered, because mimi sikuwa najua ati kuna kitu inaitwa makeup. And so here I am. So now I'm excited every day. Naangalia. Nikakuja. Nikaambia babe. Now I thank God for my husband. My husband is my number one supporter. And I'm not even saying this because he's behind the camera, guys. Like he really supports me. Because I remember sharing. Nikamwambia, babe, kuna hii kitu nimepata kwa YouTube. Inaitwa tutorial. They're doing makeup. And a vlog. So at that point, I also like got excited about vlogging, because I used to even say like, this can be me, and like, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I mean, we have all been there. And so like at this point, I was just excited about everything and anything. And so he tells me, because for him, he was back in that time, he was in the film like actively. He still is now, but he's out doing other things as well. So he told me, I know of a makeup artist by the way, because kwa set tunakwanga na boy anaitwa Jemo. I can connect you guys and then akuonyeshe a thing or two. At this point, guys, I do not have money. Money is a problem. So I couldn't afford to even pay for makeup classes. And that again, maybe story for another day, why I do makeup classes for guys. Because I feel like I kind of struggle, because I can say I'm a self-taught mua, because Jemo, I only afforded to do 2 sessions with him, where he just showed me the makeup product, and also he took me through the process, like what do you put where, because it was so confusing. Like I never knew. So I get it when people come and say, how do you know what goes where? How do you know which brush to use where? Yeah, so I kind of get it because I have been there myself. And so Jemo comes, takes me through this thing, and I was so excited. And then he tells me, at that point, there was no many shops as well in Kenya selling genuine products. And me, I didn't even know of Dubois. And I know people think like, oh, I didn't know. Again, long or not, guys. Sawa, sisi si Bontao, sisi hatuko huku Buru, hatuko uzaliwa Lavington, sisi ni watu wa Longonot. So Longonot, mimi nakwa nikikuja Nairobi ni my business. Home school home, ama whichever business I'm doing. Si uko hapo atu kuangalia what next. Yeah, so now me, I didn't know Blue Boys. So for me, I had to ship product. And you see, shipping was also very costly that time. And so every money I got, I saved it up to get products. And then I said, I'm going to spend, like every day, I'm going to spend some hours just training from YouTube. And my sisters were my models. Anyone who had a face, who came close to me, kuja nikupake makeup. Like that was me. And I really get it when my students are just so jazzed and so excited to do makeup on everyone and everybody, because that was me at some point. And so yeah, so in 2017, God shows me this, I go for it. And at this point, I just felt like finally, ushaifika point like you have been praying, you have been asking, you have been looking, and then finally you find that one thing. And so that's how I got into my journey, or that's how I got into the beauty industry. And it's been 7 years now, guys. And I think the next episode will be like how now I quit from 8 to 5 and decided to go full on onto the makeup journey, and how that journey has been, so that this video is not so long. But yeah, so if you're out there and you're struggling to find purpose, I want to tell you, just pray, just ask God. Because me, even in that time, by the way, I'm born again. I think I'll be starting with that. Ushuhuda. Aliye na mwana akona ushuhuda. So I think I'll be starting with, hi guys, this is me. My name is V and I'm born again. Yeah, because God, there can never be V without God, because God has truly like carried me through in life. God has truly like brought me even forth. Even doing this, mimi sikuwa najua, mi hata nilikuwa give up na mambo za YouTube. Me, I knew I was not coming back, but again, God constantly keeps on talking to me. And even in the things that sometimes I get discouraged, because even YouTube discouraged me at some point, like God kind of affirms me. He trains me up. Ananiambia, Felix is maisha. Sasa, can we do the work? Yeah. So I'm in that place, and I have been in that place for so many other areas of my life. Like in that season, I really just wanted to find something that I was passionate, and God gave me. And beauty has really been a passion of mine. Like making women look good. And right now, not just looking good in the inside. Like literally, I keep saying this. My name is V, and I'm a marketplace minister, because God has really raised me, and I see the need there is for not just looking beautiful on the outside, but also like really looking for the beauty on the inside. And only God can give you that beauty, the healing you're looking for, the transformation you're looking for, anything, purpose, even purpose, because He created us. Hakuna mtu aliletwa huku dunia then God akue ati after that ndio anatafuta your purpose. Your purpose is there, so you're only here to like meet that purpose, to live in that purpose, to fulfill that purpose. So you need to know that in Jeremiah kisema, like when He told Jeremiah that, Jeremiah, for I know the plan I have for you. It's a plan to give us a hope and a future. Like you have to trust. And for me, I'm in that season where I'm truly trusting God's purpose, and I want to be aligned. I want to be aligned in His purpose, not my purpose, and then trying to fixate God there. At this is what I want to do, God. Now you come and align yourself. So for me, I feel like even when I didn't know, even when I didn't have like an understanding, even when my eyes were not open to like, like this is God speaking. When I couldn't say God aliniongelesha, like He was still there. He was still speaking. He was still interested. He was still directing. And so this has been my journey into coming into the makeup. It wasn't easy, because there was a lot of second guessing. But when I started, like it's like when I found that tutorial, like it just lit up something in me, and I never looked back, and I went forward. So even for you, when God tells you this is the way, don't start thinking, how are we gonna do it? Just say yes. Yes, Lord, I'm gonna walk in obedience. And obedience is not easy. Even me, like this podcast hasn't been easy. This is me, hasn't been easy. But here we are. And kunaambiangwa, delayed obedience is disobedience. So usianze kuambia God, let me go and look. Let me go and see how other people do it. Because also, hiyo comparison ndio inafanya a lot of us, we live a life of echoing others and never really truly finding our voice. Yeah, so that is episode 2 of This Is Me. I don't know what I should say. This is me. Like finding purpose. This is me finding purpose, literally, because God truly has been leading me ever since. Even in 2017, and even before then, it was still him. It's just that I was not recognizing his voice then. Yeah, so if you learned something from this video, please leave me a comment. Tell me what was your highlight. If you want to see more of these stories, please leave a comment as well and tell me what you're looking forward to hearing. If there's something and umesikia nimeacha, or if you want to hear how my 5-6 years in the corporate was, also leave me a comment. And over and above, in that story, write for me a statement there. This is me and what it is that you have learned, even in your journey of purpose. How has that been? Write it in one statement. Until next week, Wednesday, guys. Bye bye.